Here we go. Hey, Facebook world. Here he is in the flesh almost. Johnny Cardinale, right?
Very good, yes. Johnny Cardinale.
Awesome. What's new in your life?
Well, like everybody else, staying home a lot.
Yes.
Playing board games and cards, and the other day I played bingo on Zoom for the first time ever, and it's actually a lot of fun. So,
That's super.
we're
Did
all
you?
doing the best we can.
Yes. Did you win at bingo?
I had a few bingos, but I didn't win the overall thing.
Yeah.
But it was a drinking bingo, so we all kind of won.
So tell me, Johnny, you're a musician and you're a comedian.
Yes, I do both. I started off doing a lot of comedy with music. Then I started doing a lot of comedy without music. And then over the last 4 years, I started doing just straight singer-songwriter stuff. I've been writing songs for years. I just never had the guts to go out and play my own songs.
Yeah.
Playing covers for years out and about, but I've been started playing my own original songs, and it was like one of the funnest things I've ever done in my life. It was just I just did it to get it off my bucket list, go out and try it, and find out that I was terrible at it. Never do it again. I ended up doing okay at it, so I've just been doing that, and you've seen my postings and stuff. I post a lot of original, not comedic, singer-songwriter type of stuff. So
Yes. I love your music.
thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I really love it. If I was in LA, I'd be coming to your shows. You're all over LA.
I am. Where do you live again?
I started in California in Murrieta at Ace's Comedy Club 6 years ago with Rocky Osborne. And then I moved up to Portland, Oregon, where I'm from. I moved back there and I was with Harvey's Comedy Club. And then I went to New York and Philly a few times, and now I'm in Vegas.
Really, of all places.
Yes, you got to come.
Yeah, for sure.
When you come here,
Fun these days.
do you work at the Tropicana?
I do the Laugh Factory. That's the one I've worked.
I love Harry Basil and his wife.
Absolutely, they're the nicest people around. And that club is just phenomenal.
Yes, it is. And they never hire second rate. I mean, if you're sort of okay at comedy, they deliver every show.
Yeah, Harry's pretty picky, so I was very happy to get in with him.
Yes, that's a big accomplishment. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So tell me, let's go back to the very moment when in your life, when you realized or somebody told you you're funny. When was the first time that happened?
Well, I mean, I come from a pretty funny family. My dad was, always cracking jokes and stuff, so around the dinner table, stuff like that, busting each other's chops, a big Italian family, loud Italian family. In high school, I mean, in I guess junior high, even younger, maybe I always use comedy as a way to flirt with girls, I guess. High school, I was I was voted class clown of my very small high school in Beaumont, California.
Wow.
And then I went to college as an accounting major. I just never, like most people, I never thought comedy is a career. You just think, whatever, that's cool to be funny in Beaumont, whatever. But I used to watch comedians and stuff, and I used to actually think about comedy. I go, wow, I've got girls to laugh by what I said in class, not by doing something zany, just actually something I said. I go, but I never thought anything about it. Then I was in college as an accounting major, sitting in the Commons room one time, and I saw a comedian on TV. I don't know who the comedian is to this day. I can't remember. And I was 5 years in. I was a junior. And but I got really good grades. I was like a 3.9 GPA. I took my school serious when I went. I saw a comedian on TV, and I just go, that looks like so much fun. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? I don't want to be an accountant. And about less than a month later, I dropped out. I was going to college in San Bernardino, so about 2.5 hours or 2 hours away from LA. I had a buddy looking for a roommate in LA. I moved out to LA, started waiting tables and doing whatever I could. And unfortunately, I started in LA. That's the worst place to start, but I didn't know it. I didn't have any really other options, but I started doing the open mic scene and all that in Los Angeles.
And you busted through it, and now you're on the big stages.
Well, I'm getting there. I've been on some pretty big stages, which I'm every now and then you stop and go, oh wow, I have performed at all the major clubs in Los Angeles. I'm a Got picked up by Mitzi Shore's a regular. Got passed by Jamie Masada. You know, individually by these people, and then I got passed at the improv too. So I have been passed at the clubs.
That's
You know,
great.
like most of us, I like to work out a little more often.
Yes, yes. Oh my gosh. Well, I got bookers on here and club owners. Like there's people in Florida and New Jersey and Philadelphia that get on here. And so this is your chance to get to know Johnny Cardinale behind this.
Right here, guys.
Yeah. He can sing. Do you still perform any parodies, or do you just perform your songs your singer-songwriter songs?
Well, when I do, I try to separate comedy from music. I mean, when I do my comedy act, I do my comedy act. When I do my straight music, it's straight music. You know, sometimes like when I'm booked as a musician, I don't get booked like a whole lot. But when I do, I go there just to play and sing. And sometimes the MC will be like, "Hey, can I mention that you're a comedian too?" I'm like, "Nah, just announce me as Johnny Cardinale." I don't want to be cracking jokes and then singing serious songs.
Yes.
I know it's kind of a weird, like, Jekyll and Hyde, I guess, kind of thing, but it just kind of makes me feel better to just be recognized as a singer-songwriter on those nights, you know?
Yes. I've noticed that some clubs, they'll have like open mic or shows for music or comedy, but rarely will a venue allow both.
Well, it's funny because starting off as a comedian, I went to a lot of open mics. Sometimes it was variety night, and you get a poet up there, a musician, comedians or whatever. And then I started off, 4 years ago with going to open mic singer-songwriter nights, and most of them refused to let comedians perform. Every now and then they'd let one pop in, but it was always like, okay, just, they didn't want comedian, like, I don't know, they just got a bad rep for, like, if we announce, they told me, they go, if we host up this comedians, it'd be 45 comedians hanging out.
That's true. That is true.
Well, everybody's got to get stage time, but yeah, musicians want it to be just for music for the most part. That's what I found.
Yes, yes. So you've gone around the world entertaining the troops.
I got very fortunate with that. Yeah, years ago, I went out on a tour. I got invited onto tours, usually by other comedians. We're going back probably about 15 years ago, maybe 14, 15 years ago. And then I was on one tour, and I ended up meeting a guy in Germany who was responsible for running tours. He just took a liking to me. And he told me, "Hey man, if you're ever interested in running your own tours, give me a call when you get back to the States." And that was probably about 10 years ago. And so I've done 19 tours overseas for the troops, 14 of which I've run myself. So, wow. Pretty crazy. Yeah, I've been to 69 countries now and all.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. I'm an Army veteran.
Oh yeah, so is my grandfather and my cousin. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio right now, where I'm from originally, and that's where they're both out of. Both Army vets, yeah. So God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. I was very integral in keeping English in our language. Not really. I counted money in Germany.
Really?
Mm-hmm. What else are you gonna? What?
I've been to Germany quite a few times.
Oh.
Than any other place. Yeah, I like it there. Beautiful country.
So I got a pension. I got I got the desire pension to go and do comedy for the military and veterans. And I've done it stateside for all the veteran stand-downs from Portland, Salem, and Vancouver, Washington. And I had a comedy show weekly in Manhattan, New York at the VA hospital on 23rd and 1st.
Wow, that's awesome. I would like to do more in LA shows for the vets. I tried to put one together with a guy that I met. We're still sort of trying for the vet clinic over in near Westwood.
Yes.
Westwood.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously right now it can't, but something that we have been sort of trying to get past and get worked out for free, of course. We just bring some joy to these guys.
I know. Like when I go to the VA hospitals, a few of them have let me come in and do comedy, and they're so afraid that by doing comedy, you're going to trigger a veteran.
No, I know. It is something you got to be careful about, but anything can trigger them. So you got to try to bring some laughs, and I personally wouldn't let that worry me. You know what I mean? You know, if you bring comics that you know who to book, who's going to be not button pushers, and you know, keep it kind of upbeat and friendly, and then you know, if something like that happens, you got to deal with it, I guess. But I would
Yes.
never even worry about that. I would just make sure I brought a really fun show.
Yes. Well, when I'm making veterans forget the pain that they've gone through, I have a joke about it that it makes me tingly all over, and that's how I know I always want to find another GI spot.
There you go. See, that's silly. It's funny. You know? I mean, I don't know about you, but I've done a lot of shows for AA and stuff like that. You know, houses and stuff, and they're the best audience ever.
The best.
They are. They can laugh at their own selves. They're aware. You know, it's not like this thing you can't talk about. You know, so they need it too.
They do. I made the mistake of once doing comedy for a battered women's shelter. And I thought, oh, they're going to love my, because I suffer with PTSD from things I went through in the military. And I thought, oh, they'll love this. I had them crying.
Really? Well,
too soon, I guess.
If they come to a comedy show, they got to understand it's a comedy show too. You know, I don't know.
Yes.
That kind of stuff's tough because you like you said, you're not sure what memories can all of a sudden pop up, but you do the best you can. You know.
Yeah. What's the best thing that ever happened to you when you were doing a military show, Johnny?
I'll tell you, it's very specific. I was with 3 other comics, or maybe 4. I've done so many tours, I forget. But I remember specifically this tour. We were in some remote base in Turkey. I think it was Diyarbakir. I can't even pronounce. I'm saying that right. It was way out in the middle of nowhere, and we were supposed to do a show at 8 p.m. standard. And we drove, to drive to the base from the airport, and we get there, and the rep goes, "Hey, would you guys mind doing your show at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or maybe 4 o'clock in the afternoon, or maybe like 11:30 p.m.?" And we're like, I mean, when you get on base, you do whatever they need, but we're like, whatever's best for you, but why? And they go, well, we lost the man last week. They lost a 21-year-old guy. Got killed in a flight exercise, so it wasn't a war, but they were going out to the flight line, and they were having the sort of, they put the casket with the flag, and they were having the casket airlifted off. They're having a big thing, everybody in uniform for him at like 8 o'clock that night, the night of our show. So we're like, whatever's best for you. You want to do it earlier or later? They said, let's do it later. So we're like, okay. So basically we're doing a show at 11:30 p.m. And me and the comics, we're like, man, I hope everybody's in the mood for this. This is going to be kind of a depressing night, and everybody's going to be kind of down. And it was like in a giant tent kind of thing, because you're in the middle of the desert, middle of sand everywhere. So it wasn't like even like a real building. They packed that joint out, and it was like a release for everybody. All the comics just crushed. And then the colonel, the head of the entire base, hung out with us and drank with us till 3 in the morning. He told us all how much he appreciated us and how his guys, needed that release, because the guy had died like about a week before. So this whole thing it had been a depressing week for the whole base. And he goes, we needed this more than you guys know. So when you hear that kind of stuff in the middle of Turkey, where these guys are stuck for months on end, and not like that. So that's my number one. And I've had quite a few great stories, obviously, but that's the one that always sticks with me, because me and the other comics, we were on cloud 9 for the longest time after that show.
I did comedy at this little rehab place in Vancouver, Washington, and they called me one day and said, we don't want you to come in next week, because I'd gone in there weekly. And I was like, okay. And they said, because we had a stabbing. So they had put half of the residents were vets, half were on a program with their shrink and in there because they were following a program. And one of the program people stabbed 3 of the veterans to death.
Oh my God, you're kidding.
So they called me and they said, okay, we're ready for comedy. And I'm like, I couldn't quit crying. So I called the news channel and I said, first of all, I don't know that it's safe to go back in there. I don't know if they caught the murderer. Secondly, I think that it would really be nice if they got some coverage. So we all went in there and it became a kind of big story in the Northwest.
Oh, wow. I'll say, yeah.
Yeah.
Did they ever catch the guy? Or?
Still don't know. They're not making it public.
Okay, wow, yeah. I mean, that's a pretty intense situation there.
Yeah. But you know what you mean about the release and how thankful they are that somebody comes, you know, to pick them up.
Let's be honest, what the world's going through right now, what it needs more than ever is, I mean, all these great comedy shows to raise money, famous comedians donating their time, musicians too, but, you know, everybody needs to laugh even these crazy times, so. You know.
I don't understand who the person was that said that comedy is not an essential thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But whatever.
I mean, I think it was probably just comedy clubs and being out, but comedy itself is probably the most essential art form right now.
Amen. Amen. What would you like to tell people, comics and non-comics, anybody that chooses to look at this, because this will go on my YouTube and eventually iTunes and Spotify. But what would you like to tell people that, from a comedic point of view, what gets you through the hard times?
You know, like anybody else, I think just trying to stay busy. You know, this is an oddest time in the history of the modern world. That's for sure. But, you know, in some ways, you use this time, maybe, I think a lot of people are going to go back to the basics after this, you know, for quite a while. I'd say use that time, you know, me singing, playing, singing, it's like my favorite thing to do now. And I just held off doing it because I'm out of fear that I was going to fail and be terrible at it. Finally, I just said, let me just do this and get it out. And now I wish I would have done it 20 years prior.
Oh.
So if you got this time off, pick up a hobby, learn something new, read, you know, learn an instrument if you always wanted to, you know, just do something you never thought you would. Just do it. You know what I mean? You got time now, and who cares if you suck, if you fail, you might surprise yourself. You know, use this time to learn something about yourself. You know what I mean?
I love that. Just be like Nike and do it.
You know, there's simplicity to that. It is really, you know, you got time now. Most people do. So, you know, just do something productive. You know, learn something about yourself. I guess that's the best thing you do. You get out there, you're terrible at something, at least you know, all right, I got it off my plate. You know what I mean?
So at your
cook something, you know?
So at your level, this shutdown has had to affect your pocketbook.
Unfortunately, like most of the, you know, comedians and everybody, it has.
Yes.
Thankfully, I've had a really good 2019, and I had a really good first couple months of 2020. So, knock on wood, it's pretty good. But I had a lot of work booked that got canceled just like that, like everybody else. So, you know, trying to be frugal and, you know, keep, you know, just be smart about what I'm doing. And, you know, obviously I'm not out and about anymore, so stay at home a lot, you save the money anyhow.
Yes. So are you accepting any Venmo or Cash apps?
Sure, I did. I've not done it, but if anybody wants to, by all means.
Are you on there? Do you have a hand?
Both of them. Yeah, I think it's just my email is ratpack, RATPAK 2000 at Gmail, or my name obviously, Johnny Cardinale.
Okay.
With my, I think in PayPal it's John Cardinale, but yeah.
Okay.
But I think with my email, they can probably find it. But yeah.
And where on social media do you want people to follow you to help you get your numbers up higher?
Yeah, Instagram is my favorite.
Okay.
It's just Johnny Cardinale. It's, you know, obviously at Johnny Cardinale. Twitter I'm on too, YouTube, you know, Facebook here. But Instagram is the one that I kind of like really focusing on.
Okay. I'll get that on the post. As soon as I get off of here, I'll add it to the post. And I'll tag you so that it'll show up on your feed. If it doesn't, would you please share it with your people?
I will, absolutely.
Thank you so much. God bless you for entertaining the troops and being a musician and a parody writer and a comedian, singer-songwriter, and you have a wonderful mother.
That's right. You've been following her post for quite a while now.
Yes, she cracks.
Used
Thanks. Please tell Nancy hello.
Will do.
Thank you, Johnny.
Bye, Linda.
Bye, Johnny.